Throughout history, humans have fought for their rights and dignity. From the abolition of slavery to the recognition of LGBTQ rights, human rights movements have shaped our world into a more just and equitable place. Let's start with the American Civil Rights Movement, one of the most important human rights movements in history. The movement, led by activists like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X, fought for the legal and social equality of Black Americans. Another pivotal human rights movement was the women's suffrage movement, which spanned from the late 19th century to the early 20th century. The movement's goal was to secure women's right to vote, which they ultimately achieved with the passage of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution in 1920. The LGBTQ rights movement is another significant human rights movement. Starting with the Stonewall riots in 1969, LGBTQ activists have fought for equal treatment and protections under the law. Their efforts have led to the legalization of same-sex marriage in many countries, as well as anti-discrimination laws and greater visibility and acceptance of LGBTQ individuals. In South Africa, the Anti-Apartheid Movement fought against the oppressive apartheid system that denied basic rights to Black South Africans. Nelson Mandela, the movement's most famous leader, was imprisoned for 27 years before finally being released and elected president in 1994. The movement's success led to the end of apartheid and the establishment of a democratic government in South Africa. Finally, the human rights movement itself is a global movement that advocates for the recognition and protection of human rights around the world. This movement has fought for the abolition of the death penalty, the rights of refugees, and the protection of indigenous peoples, among other causes. These human rights movements have not only secured important legal protections for marginalized groups, but also transformed the way we think about justice and equality. They remind us that, no matter how difficult the struggle may be, we must never stop fighting for what is right. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Quick Fact Check.